So yesterday, Murang'a Senator Joe Nyutu made a very controversial claims regarding the land PS Alice Wahome. While attending a church service in Kawa West, Joe Nyutu claimed that Alice Wahome, despite being the CS Lands and Public Works, she is so powerless in that ministry, and that everything in that ministry is being run by PS Nixon Koril. So Joe Nyutu was like, while we have our people who are in power, these people are just being controlled. They are just there like for a show, like there is nothing much they can do. They are so helpless and all that. So after that statement, Alice Wahome took to Twitter and this is what she wrote on Twitter. Joe Nyutu, Senator Murang'a County. I have just arrived in Baku, Azerbaijan for COP29. I'm here for various high-level meetings on behalf of the country. I have watched you on a church platform talking about power. I'm more interested in service delivery and governance and not power. I don't know who sent you to talk about me, but kindly do not drag me into your politics. So this is what Alice Wahome is telling Joe Nyutu, that maybe I'm not interested in all what you are saying about power, about controlling what. I'm here in this ministry to give service to people. Mine is to deliver service to people and to ensure that is happen. So remember, this comes a week after Alice Wahome failed to appear before the Senate due to health issues, and the Speaker Amason Kingi gave the reasons why Alice Wahome failed to appear to the Senate, saying that Wahome had recently undergone eye surgery and experienced the complications that prevented her from attending the scheduled Senate season. Also, Amason Kingi went further to say that that Wahome suffered from swollen eyes, which made it impossible for her to appear before the Senate as planned. So it looks like much is going to be exposed later. And remember, we are in a week that there's been discussion about cabinet reshuffle. I'm sure you've seen this, that it trended as from last week on Thursday. There were some claims that President William Ruto is going to do a cabinet reshuffle and do away with those CSS. He believes that they are pro former DP Rigathi Gachagua. So it is interesting that this is coming out, and I don't know if it is going to happen, but I believe it is going to happen. I'm sure that in the next 2 weeks we'll experience this government reshuffle, because we have ODM who want to have their people there in CSS, because of course ODM are telling the president that we help you kicked out Gachagua and it's time to pay back. And according to many media reports, is that ODM is so serious about this because Raila believes that he has done so much, especially in the process of saying DP Rigathi Gachagua out, and so he wants some position in this government. And we know Raila has been doing this. He did this with Kibaki, with Uhuru Kenyatta, and now with William Ruto. So it is, and there even before these Nyutu allegations, there has been claims that most of these cabinet ministries are being controlled by PSS, that PSS are so powerful, because most PSS, as you can do your own research, is there are people from President William Ruto, and so many people believe that they were put there to control everything in this ministry. Whether that is true or a lie, because it has been claimed that has been there for quite some time. Ukiangalia all the list of the PSS, the names are the same. People from, we can say 90% of them are people from one community. they belong to the same community of that of President William Ruto, and many people believe that it is not a coincidence that they were put there. They were put there for some reason. So at some point, maybe you can believe what John Nyutu is saying, that Alice Wahome were just there as a cabinet ministers, but the person who own the real power in that ministry is the PS. So I don't know if more will be revealed about that with the coming cabinet reshuffle and all that, but it's so interesting that things are turning out like this. Alice Wahome has been so silent despite this confirmation that she was sick, and she had undergone surgery, and now she's attending the COP29 at Baku, Azerbaijan. Alice Wahome has been so silent. I don't know if he's doing it. I don't know the reasons why she's so silent. Among the CSS who are very vocal, who are on the headlines day in, day out, Alice Wahome's name is really not so much on top. And I don't know, when she talks about service delivery, there are so many complaints about land. There are so many complaints about housing, but we've never heard of Alice Wahome talking about this. Every day there are complaints. Okay, visit pages like that of blogger Cyprian Nyakundi, utaona people claiming that our land is being taken away from us, our land is, but we've never seen Alice Wahome coming out to issue a statement on the same. So Alice Wahome has been so silent for quite some time. Whether he was sick, we don't know kama alikuwa silent because she was sick, but her silent is so loud. And maybe it is time action should speak louder than her silence. So it is interesting that I know that after the removal of DP Rigathi Gachagua, of course, people will have to talk, people will have to poke all see and there. And so we'll have much will come out, much will be exposed, much will be said, much will be. You see, even DP Rigathi Gachagua yesterday in a church said that they are so silent, but they have numbers and they are ready to form a coalition or a power. Ready to form a coalition with the Gen Z to ensure that in 2027. William Ruto is going home. So I've also seen that, I know DP Rigathi Gachagua is holding much, but we know he's a man who likes to talk, and soon he will say everything. As much as for now, maybe he's holding back due to the case he has, maybe anajaribu kufunikia ndio mambo yasimwende mabaya sana, but once everything is settled, we know DP Rigathi Gachagua will tell us more about these ministries, these cabinet ministry, what they do, what the claims that John Nyutu is saying, if it is indeed true or not. But we know this will at the end be exposed. So it is interesting. This is just a political fight that is not ending soon. This political fight will be there until 2027, and especially as from next year, that is 2025, that will be 2 years to elections. And we know our country elections, we normally go silent 2 years after election. The third year is all out. They will all out, starting to register members, politics in churches, politics in markets and all that. So we wait and see how this is going to be. We wait and see more expose will come out from these politicians, especially those allied to DP Rigathi Gachagua. Of course, they'll be given information to be giving out. Even these John Nyutu claims, is not that he is just coming out from nowhere to say it. He was told this, go say this, go say this. This is what people need to know about the lands ministry head by CS Alice Wahome. Go say this, go made people aware that Alice Wahome is powerless, go made people aware that the only person who is doing everything in that ministry is a land PS and all that. So it is not that when we see, we are at a time whereby when you see someone talking, when this someone is allied to either Ruto or DP Rigathi Gachagua, will not take their words lightly, because we know these are words that they have been sent to say it loud to the public. So even these Nyutu's claims, you are not going to take it lightly, because we know his closeness to DP Rigathi Gachagua. Of course, there will be words that DP will be giving out to his close allies to make public aware of. So for Alice Wahome, maybe she should take it easy, and just if it is indeed it is happening, she should take it easy and let her work do, because there is a lot of complaints in that ministry of ours. Every day there are complaints about the Ministry of Lands and all that. So for Alice Wahome, if you are powerful and if you are really saying that yours is service delivery, let Kenyans feel it, let Kenyans on the ground feel it, and do it to a point that of course Kenyans will have to say, indeed, you are doing something in that ministry. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.